Shalom, giving all praises to my Heavenly Father. His name is Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh by Hashem, Bakar Kadash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops of New York and Connecticut. Peace and many salutations to you out there on Children of Truth, which includes the affiliated brothers, the affiliated camps. I want to do a sit down today, going into the repercussions of the port in Baltimore being closed down. Now, this was a pretty big port. I've seen some people say it's like the eighth biggest. One person said it's like the eighth biggest port in the U.S. Someone said the 11th. In any event, it's a big port, and there's various things that are shipped in and out of this area that's going to greatly affect the economy because of its closure. Now, there's cases of, there's people making the case that, it could be, inside matter to cover up, the current economy. They could blame it on the port and not necessarily inflation of, these various raising prices that we see. That I don't know. It's hard to confirm. Some people think it's a terrorist attack. Some people think it's a mistake. All those things, that I just named. Besides, the latter of it being claimed as a mistake. The verse 2. There's nothing we could verify. There's nothing we could go out to verify. No substantial evidence. But we do know that the economy is going to be affected. Okay. So I wanted to try to objectively look at this matter. Because this is prophetic, we know that the grinding is going to cease. The grinding is going to cease here in Babylon the Great. And there's going to be several catalysts like what we see going on in Baltimore that's going to stop this economy. All right. Now, this is according to CNN Business. It says car, sugar, and cruises. How the Port of Baltimore closure could hurt the economy. It says the bridge collapse that has indefinitely halted the flow of ships in and out of the port of Baltimore could hurt the local economy, strain supply chains, and scramble deliveries along the U.S. East Coast. The key bridge collapsed after a container vessel called Dolly collided with one of its supporters. Dolly is operated by Singapore-based Synergy Group, but had been chartered to carry cargo by Danish ship giant Marquis. It says the Port of Baltimore said in a post on X that vessel traffic was suspended until further notice, but trucks will still be processed at its terminal. So trucks are still picking up loads. That's interesting. It says 7 container vessels were scheduled to arrive in Baltimore through Saturday, according to Judah Levine, head of research at logistics firm of Freightos. We are admitting Baltimore on all our services for the further foreseeable future until it's deemed safe for passage through that area. Marquez said in a statement. So this is, affecting the economy, globally speaking. Like as it was said, Marquez I think it's Germany, a German shipping company that was chartered um, to work under the Synergy company, which is, they are from Singapore, but they're working here in the U.S. So as you can see, several countries' economy can definitely be affected by the matter in Baltimore. So this is not a small thing. Okay. All right. It says uh, um, Marquise said in a statement, it said it would discharge cargo destined for Baltimore and other ports nearby, but warned customers that that could mean delays. So there's going to be delays in certain supplies getting to Baltimore. Okay, which can mess up the supply chain, which is going to mess up the supply chain or disrupt the supply chain of that local economy. Okay, it says closer to the Midwest that any or other port on the East Coast. Baltimore is a major hub for vehicles, containers, and commodities. Baltimore ranks first among U.S. ports for autos and light trucks, handling a record 850,000 vehicles last year. Last year, we received, processed, and shipped about approximately 100,000 vehicles through Baltimore for U.S. dealers located in the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic U.S. Volkswagen said in a statement, "We do not anticipate any impact on vessel operations, but there may be truck delays as traffic will be rerouted in the area." So this area, so the area of the Midwest, the East Coast, the Northeast is supplied vehicles via the port of Baltimore. Okay, so it's going to be a car delay in that, or car supply delay, I should say, in that area. Okay, could this increase prices in cars because of the delay? Which we've already been seeing a uptick in pricing in regards to just even used cars, man. So could this affect that particular sector of the economy? We shall see. Okay, it says BMW said it import terminal is situated outside the labor interest and remains accessible. GM said it was working to reroute vehicle shipments to other ports, while Toyota said the closure would have some impact on exports, but it did not expect significant disruption. Okay, so there's various companies that's going to be affected by this situation, some more than others. It says traffic snares and shipping congestion. Nationwide financial market economist Oren Klaskin, something like that, said in a note Tuesday that the bridge collapse threatened to disrupt logistics activity up and down the East Coast. Part of that could be because of traffic tie-ups on the Interstate 95 corridor, a major artery for traffic along the East Coast. So, man, this is not only going to affect not only this situation is affecting the economy, the car sector, but it's affecting traffic and commerce. Okay, you know, so thousands of people are going to be delayed. When trying to do business, trying to get to work, and things of that nature. It says while many of the 300,000 to 35,000 cars and trucks that use the Key Bridge daily could be rerouted through the tunnel, that's going to cause the tunnel to be congested. It says that will cause traffic delays and hazardous materials that are not allowed in the tunnels will be diverted on a larger detour, rerouting cargo to Philadelphia, Norwich, or the port of New York, New Jersey could push up traffic in rail prices if the volumes are significant and could cause some congestion at those alternative ports, said Aveen. If some congestion does develop, investors are kept waiting. It could cause delays for importers using these ports. Congestion could also put some upward pressure on Asia, U.S. East Coast and transatlantic freight rates. He added. So, as you can see, people are going to be delayed, getting to work. These various ports that this material is being routed to, these cars and different, imports are being routed to, could cause delays in those particular ports. Okay, and also it will cause rates of shipping and importing cargo to increase for continents like Asia. Okay, so it's very interesting. It says freight rates on translated routes are roughly back to 2019 levels, following a spike during the pandemic, where prices for trips heading from Asia to the U.S. East Coast are more than doubled their March 2019 level because attacks on shipping in the Red Sea. You see that? So this what we see going on. This is in connection with the whole Red Sea matter. Remember what happened months ago in the Red Sea? That's a huge port, those huge ports over there. The Suez Canal was shut down by terrorists funded by Iran because of the situation going on in Israel, between Israel and Gaza. You know the war, because of the so-called terrorist attack and what followed it, the eradication of those Palestinians, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So this is affecting Asia because shipping, for that country is getting substantially, higher. It says it's 4 times, two times the cost. Now it's going to be even more expensive for Asia to export and import some good, really export goods here to Babylon the Great. Which could that be one of the catalysts to this so-called incidents? To affect the economy of China? Don't know. It could be. I don't know. But it's going back. It says prices for trips heading from Asia to the U.S. coast are more than double their March 2019 level because attacks on shipping in the Red Sea has forced vessels to divert around Africa rather than using the Suez Canal. Okay. Uh, I'm gonna jump down. It says U.S. economy will be spared, despite potential for some increased costs of shipping. Zaney said the disruptions aren't likely to cause problems for the U.S. economy as a whole, since the goods are likely to find other ports. This specific event should not show up in the national economic statistics, he said. It complicates things, but there's already a light disruption into international supply chain. Part of the issue determining the potential added cost to shipping is the unknown of how long the port stay uh, is the unknown of how long the ports stays closed. So, we'll see. They're saying it's not going to affect the economy, but if that port isn't, you know, um, fixed and erected soon, you know, I believe that it could, um, affect that area's economy. And that area's economy is Baltimore is already fragile. So, uh, you gotta see. We just gotta see. But then we know that um, these things are said to happen. We're coming to times to where we have to pay attention because, you know, a lot of times we can see these things and become like a days in the spirit, ultimately in the spirit, of getting ourselves together, because we know this economy is going to tank. We understand that because of prophecy. Okay. Sirach 12:1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Sorry about that. It says, back to it, says, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Sorry about that, brothers. My little guys keep on walking in the room. It says, while the sun or the light or the moon or the sun be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. In the days when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out the window be darkened. This is time to become it's getting very bad out here. The elder did a sit down yesterday. The elder, our reality, the sit down yesterday, going into how the inflation rate and the amount of inflation that we see is not going anywhere. Okay. Um, and he's playing one clip from this gentleman making an argument that this is why they decided to do this to the port, to blame it so they could blame the whole inflation matter on the port and not the actual state of the economy. That I don't know. We just read a major outlet and it said that the economy won't be affected. So, we got to see. We just got to see. I know if CNN got the green light to to write about the matter, they're gonna be in one accord with with that mindset of blaming the economy, the the economy on the port. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. We just got to see. What we do know is, just reading the article, internationally speaking, rates are going to go up for Asia, you know, and also there's going to be a delay, in goods, and also a disruption in that local economy in that region, for the transportation sector of the economy. Okay, you know, which could cause a disruption, or delays. So we just got to see, all these things are going to affect the economy. Different sectors falling, what I'm saying, of the economy. It's going to cause the economy to fall, as a whole. Okay. Internationally speaking, we know that uh, these economies are being greatly affected by these proxy wars that we see going on. You know what I'm saying? In particular, one that's in the Red Sea. All right. So the grinding is definitely ceasing. Okay. Um, and we just got to sit back and just watch and watch these various news stories unfold. Okay. So with that being said, I'm going to give all praise to my Father. Name is Yahweh by Shem Help Shah by Shem Karkadash, Daban to the apostles. Yeah, as they were well. Peace and meaning salutation. Yakim to the truth. Shalom.